Hello everybody watching. We are the Humber Outreach Programme, one of the many Uni Connects. So I'm Rachel, I'm actually the Marketing and PR Coordinator here at Humber Outreach Programme, or also HOP, abbreviated, or friends call us HOP. And today I'm interviewing our sensational Hub and Liaison Manager, Fiona. And we're going to be talking a little bit about a digital application that we've been using for about 8 months, will it, Fiona?
It started 8 months ago, but then was launched officially about November 2020.
So more like 6 months, called the Pay Index. So hopefully we'll give you a bit more of a background about what that is and how we deliver it and how it could be useful for your Uni Connect as well. So yeah, so let's get started. So hello, Fiona.
Hello, Rach.
Hello. So do you just want to kind of give everyone, tell us a little bit about what it is briefly for people who maybe haven't heard of it or don't know what it is?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, so the Pay Index, or TPI, as we'll refer to it from now on, it's a technology company that specialises in collection, analysis and presentation of data. And what we were really pleased about when we were introduced to TPI, actually through Higher Horizons, is the fact that it's real-time live data. So anytime there's any additional data released about earnings, student loans, it automatically updates for TPI. It's based primarily around pay transparency, and also what attracted us to TPI was their highlighting of the gender pay gap. So it was something that we can really use and incorporate as part of the Humber Outreach Programme. It's not a one-hit wonder. What we like about TPI is the fact that students can go back to it multiple times and explore different reports. And the idea is that they can work out what their longer term implications can be. So it could be a Year 9 student can start doing research about their future pathways, and they can make their near-term decisions about perhaps GCSE options, or for Year 11 students, they can start to look at their next steps to A-levels or T-levels, FE college, sixth form. So that's what we liked it. We thought it's a very easy to use programme in this digital world that's all helping towards decision making.
Yeah, that's great. I suppose as well, like you say, with the pandemic and everything, it's a great way of students being able to access it. And also sometimes I feel like it's quite a personal thing, isn't it? So by them being able to kind of go on their own and work through it and get their report at the end, it allows them to be a bit more relaxed about the process, I guess.
Yeah, certainly, and I think that's why the TPI is so good, and we're presenting about this today. Mm-hmm. It's that flexibility, so it can be used totally independently by the students. It's established to be accessed via their phones or a tablet or a laptop, so they can actually access it on the move if they wanted to. Yeah. But also the flexibility means that they can use it as part of conversations with their careers leaders at school. Yeah. They can hopefully use it as a point of conversation with their parents and carers at home as well to discuss their future. So we've actually looked at two at the moment that we've got on the Humber Outreach resource section of TPI. And you can see on the screen there, we've got My Future Apprenticeship and My Future University. So what the students can do, either guided or totally independently, they can work through these two applications to really get a sense of pay, what they potentially could, what their starting salary could be, when they will have to start paying back any student loans in the future, what's the cost of living going to be, depending on where they eventually go for a job after university, perhaps if they live in different parts of the country, that might have a lower salary, but actually the cost of living is lower as well. So they can start to make decisions like that all around pay for their future.
Getting to know that further information.
I think TPI, what it does as well, it opens up those conversations, perhaps what young people haven't yet considered about what is national insurance, you know, how much tax do you pay, you know, what potentially will be the average rents in an area, or you know, going towards in the future getting a mortgage. So although it's very good for those transition points in a student's career at a school or a college, it also does get them to see 5-10 years ahead as well about what that means for them in terms of pay.
Great.
So, yeah, really useful.
So I guess it'd be really good to know how we've kind of delivered it and what we've done.
Yeah, so for us, what we've actually set the pay index as part of our universal offer for every school and college across the Humber region. What also TPI is very good at, and as you can see from the screen, that every month we get a student usage report, so we can actually see which of our targeted schools and hub schools are actually using the pay index application, but also it monitors those re-engagements as well. So it counts the initial sign-ups, but also how many are going back and revisiting. So it is a universal offer. It's really, really easy for students to use, and the teacher feedback is, you know, it's not overly complicated to get the QR code and the sign-ups to the students, and they just roll with it. They just go off with it. The other way we're looking at is, as well as student empowerment to be able to use it independently, it is also part of our delivery plan. So it's built into some of our outreach sessions that either are remote or hopefully increasingly more face-to-face. So it can be used integrated in that way. But also teachers and careers leaders can use TPI as that first point of a one-to-one conversation in terms of career pathways and guidance going forward. So there's a whole range of different ways in which it can be used. So, you know, we're really pleased with it, and anything at all that starts a conversation about future pathways and decision making has to be a good thing, and that's where TPI comes in. The latest development with TPI is they've actually partnered with the Access platform and also with Uni Taster Days. So you know, this is just only going to grow, and more and more collaboration going forward. So young people have a joined up package.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Great. So I guess you could talk a little bit about the collaboration between other Uni Connects and TPI. That would be great.
Yeah, and as I've mentioned that word collaboration already with TAP and Uni Taster Days, but the main benefit for us was the initial introduction through another Uni Connect, but also now working with another 6 to 8 Uni Connects on various national working groups with different focuses. And what's been absolutely brilliant about that is you can see at the top there we've got an additional resources hub, and everything that the national working group for TPI produce is for any Uni Connect to use and brand for themselves to put on their own page of TPI. And it's been one of the incredible benefits of probably lockdown as well. This has facilitated this collaboration for Uni Connects, and you know, we meet regularly, and it's, you know, there's no pressure on anybody. You know, it's all for the benefit of the greater good, which you know is really what we're all here for. I think going forward as well, that collaboration, we're already sort of starting to discuss the use of TPI integrated into the phase 3 strategy, and how we can use that to target those perhaps new bullet points on the OFS remit in terms of mature learners and the work with the GFE colleges. So, you know, it's really exciting, and rather than us all do it all in isolation, it's so much better that we can collaborate together when we've got a shared platform like this.
Yeah.
There's a third report being developed by TPI on top of My Future Apprenticeship and My Future University, and it's going to be called My Future Degree, where they can look across different courses at different universities. So it's a very organic ecosystem, I think it was described to me at one point. So it's not static, it's always developing, which is really exciting.